Sports is known for their protein powder, which is called Diesel. So, yeah. I have not been working out, but I have been physically very active and building a lot of things, so I needed something extra, so that's why I have this neon blue drink. Thing is, though, this turtle was so big. And yeah, sure, 47-gallon aquarium is pretty big, but not big enough for a turtle that's 10 inches. So I decided to take her and give her a home here temporarily until I would be able to find a new home with someone that would actually have a bigger aquarium for her. So that's what I did. I bought her, and I found a new home for her yesterday. It was this older Chinese lady, super sweet. That has a big pond, heated. I believe she had it in a greenhouse, and that's why she wanted to take the turtle. So Turtellini found a new home. So since Friday, I have been home by myself because Chris is in Colombia right now at a bachelor party. The friend that is going to get married in April wanted to go to Colombia for some reason. So they're out there with quite a bit of people. Yeah, Chris and I are actually missing each other terribly. The last time that we were apart for, which is going to be a whole week, more than a week, was in 2016. That was the last time. And we were at a completely different path in our lives back then, so I don't know who said this, but I believe it's commonly known that it's good to spend time apart from each other, which is what we've done in the past, like, you know, a long weekend or something like that, but not more than a week. And Chris and I are both struggling quite a bit because it's hard to spend time away from each other for that long if you're not used to it. So I personally can't wait until he comes home again. He's coming home this Saturday, but by the time he's walking out of the airport and is going to be home, it's probably going to be just after midnight, so yeah, I can't wait for him to come home again. So, in terms of shows, I have watched the new season of Queer Eye. I love Queer Eye, the show, so much. They always make me cry, the episodes. I love This show is called McCloud's Daughters. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people of you actually know McCloud's Daughters. I think there is also a book series of it. I could be wrong. But it's about a ranch in Australia, and you know, like the things they're going through. It's not like real life. It's, what do you call it? A soap? Excuse me. Soap opera, soap drama. I don't know what you call it. But I just discovered it and I started watching it again. I love this show so much. ripped a back muscle when I was doing an internship at a sheep/cow farm. And I was helping a cow give birth. So the calf fell out, and then the calves go to a separate stable where you hand feed them. And I had to carry the slippery, just newborn calf into a wheelbarrow and then ride the wheelbarrow to the area where the other calves were. And as I did that, instead of deadlifting it like with my legs, I lifted it with my back, and I ripped a back muscle. So I just want to get it checked out and make sure that it's nothing, more serious. I'm pretty full now. This is what I ate for dinner yesterday. And right about now, it's like late lunch for me. Okay. My hair is so freaking staticky. So staticky. But yeah, I don't know how much I will get done for the things that I plan to do this week, because of my back, so we'll see. I didn't do that much today other than posting some things up for sale online, aquarium stuff, and since most of my aquariums got moved to my fish room, there's a lot of holes in the walls now in my office, because that's where the aquariums used to be.